All right, what's up everyone? Welcome to, as you can see here on the left and right, is another episode of Nerd Acumen Wrestling. So if you're not a wrestling fan, I suppose you can hang out and enjoy the show for what it is. But if you are a wrestling fan, you're in for another treat here, as we have our second episode of Nerd Acumen Wrestling. Per episode 1's win from Kevin, or Not So Silent Bob, he got to choose tonight's main event, which he picked a triple threat match to defend his NAW title. So it's going to be interesting to see if his dominance continues. Also on the card is some more women's bouts tonight. A debut for a couple people from episode 1. They submitted their creator wrestler, and they're going to be featured in this week's broadcast. Some other matches and some really cool content. So let's flip on over and get the show started. All right, we got Not So Silent Bob in chat already. Thanks for joining us here. So we're going to go ahead and start the show. Hopefully I have game audio. I do. Perfect. All right, sit back, because it's about time for Nerd Acumen Wrestling. What's up, D. Whitey? Thanks for joining us. You're going to be making your debut, so thanks for submitting your character. We got 5 more matches planned on the main show, and then if we have time, we'll do the bonus show, which features 3 more matches. So it's all depending on time and how long these matches go. So some really cool stuff planned though. And of course, if you're new to this, vote on each match, because you will ultimately get to decide next week's main event if you get the most correct. So let's kick off the show. Oh, yes. So yeah, that was definitely rumored. Superman title being the next in the series after all the stuff in the last Batman game. They did plan a lot of stuff, so that's pretty cool. As long as it's better than Superman 64, I'm okay with it. I'll probably play it. And if they're developing it, of course, it's probably going to be good. Yes, I mean, if Rocksteady's making it, it'll probably be good. So we have a debut here of Brett Curtis, so he submitted his character. We're going to see what he has to say to NAW. Oh, yeah, I'm sure they could probably hear, but I don't think it's that loud. There's a lot of background noise too. Making his debut here in Nerd Acumen Wrestling with Brett Curtis, getting on the mic for the first time to speak his mind. I stand before you tonight, the WWE fans, shocked and appalled about what I'm about to tell you. The events that have been unfolding in the WWE might infuriate you as much as they have me. I will no longer remain silent in fear of repercussions. Tonight, I will reveal the state of the WWE and my intentions moving forward. The universe has always had my back, but does management notice? No. Well, screw that. Night after night, I've watched others get opportunities that they don't deserve, and I'm done waiting. He's just making his debut, and he's already calling the shots. Interesting. This guy must have been a big deal where he's coming from. The boys in the back call me a B+ player. Let me tell you something. The only B+ I ever got was in geography because I couldn't find Djibouti on the map. But you know what? I'm about to get an A+ in finding plenty of booty to kick around. Wow. Wow. What's up, kind of smallish? Welcome to the broadcast. You hear that? That's the sound of these fans about to tear this place apart. This movement is unstoppable. It's time to get on board or get run over. So already episode 2, we have a new movement happening. So debuting superstars. Really wanting to get their shot. Let's hear it, chat. Do you think he deserves it? You and me, universe, we reached our breaking point. We're not going to just sit by. We're not going to settle. We're not going to take it anymore. We want what's ours, and we're going to get it. The crowd's behind him. He's got a full bar on his performance here, so the crowd's loving it. What the hell is with this writing? Djibouti. I don't even know that's how if you pronounce it that way. Djibouti. I'm all about Djibouti. What did I tell Andrew? So a solid promo, a solid debut. I think we have a potential rising star here. Obviously, as the weeks go on, we'll see. So let's kick things off. What do we have scheduled for our first match here? Oh, we have a heated rivalry going from last week's show. Locksteady and Not So Silent Bob. Not So Silent Bob trying to get an advantage, wearing Locksteady down before their triple threat match earlier. I don't know if it's a great idea on Not So Silent Bob's part, though, to also be involved in the match. He probably should have had someone else go against him to wear him down to get the advantage. This is really only giving Eric the Dead the biggest advantage going into the main event tonight. But who am I? I'm just a idiot commentator. Yeah, oh shit, things are about to get ugly. This is an interesting way to start the program. Let's see if Locksteady can survive this. Oh, he's jumping him. Getting in his face. Not So Silent Bob is not having any of this, though. This is going to get violent tonight. Yikes, Locksteady picked a fight with the wrong person. This is not good. You are able to vote on this, by the way. This is an unsanctioned backstage brawl, but get your votes in now. Who's going to win this? Locksteady or Not So Silent Bob? You have 5 chances to score points tonight. 1 for a correct pick, nothing for an incorrect. If you get the most right, you get to decide next week's main event. Yes, you can even put yourself in the main event with the title shot. Then champ has nothing to say about it. The only way the champion can decide is if the champion is the one that gets all the right answers, which he did on episode 1. But he was kind enough to throw himself as a defending champion in the main event. A fighting champion, a true hero to NAW. Rob says he's going to kick his ass again. Rob's voting against himself. Yikes. You guys have a rivalry for some reason. I sense jealousy from Locksteady's part. He wants what is not his, and that's the belt. Oh. Cement floor. Face to the ground. This is brutal. Yes, now Silent Bob is the champion. He's the double champion. So the guy with the hat, double champ. He holds the DNA and the NAW titles. So the debut show, he pretty much took home every singles belt for the men. The only scary thing that could happen is if you were to form an alliance with someone and then go after the tag belts. I know I wouldn't want to be a tag champion if that ever happened. So let's hope that he doesn't form an alliance with anyone. Something tells me he doesn't need to, though. Oh! Big splash off storage container. Got a lot of chatter here. Whitey says he likes not so silent Bob, but he's heading for the belts. Oh! He just got electrocuted for the loss. Can someone get medics backstage? This is not good. Wow. So if you voted for Not So Silent Bob, you would be correct here.
He's unstoppable.
And it looks like the champion has also booked himself in a second match tonight. What is happening on NAW? And if anyone could, keep track of the votes. Otherwise, I'll just go back and monitor the chat after stream and make sure the person that got the most correct gets theirs. But somebody want to help me out? Rob? Anyone? Not So Silent Bob says he's going to whoop Lesnar's ass. Well, Not So Silent Bob, it looks like those are your tag partners, because it looks like Locksteady is in a 1-on-3 match against you, Brock Lesnar, and Braun Strowman. After he got electrocuted, immediately after, he has to go into a match here against 3 of the powerhouses. So get your votes in. Do you think Locksteady will survive after being electrocuted in a 1-on-3 match? This is not how I thought NAW was going to start this week. We truly have an underdog in the making here. He definitely looks injured, but as you can read on the back of his shirt, he needs this job. So it is his job to ultimately go out there into the ring and put on a show, win or lose. But if he gets hurt, he's probably not going to have a job. His kids are going to go hungry. No bonus points or anything with pinfall, just win or lose. He wins the match, he loses the match. Little singe around the edges. Because he got kids. And the first of 3 of his opponents. I'd be just leaving at this point. Ugh. I missed that. You said that was shocking. I wouldn't even want to go 1-on-1 with this guy. What are your thoughts so far, Andrea? Fascinating. Apparently this is a scientific experiment. Me too. Rob stealing jokes for Twitter. Well, here comes the pain. So he's coming all the way over from another small organization known as WWE. He is their champion, as you can see. So not only is Locksteady facing the NAW champion, he's facing the champ of another organization here. Brock Lesnar took a night off of his very busy schedule and his many appearances to wrestle a match here tonight. Carlos Ventura. Wow, the one show he actually comes to wrestle. Yeah, it's kind of an insult to him there. Just stab. And here you have it, your dual champion, carrying around his NAW title, the not so silent one. Definitely felt the vibe on the last episode that he was going to be a fan favorite here. The way his antics have started this week, it looks like being a champion, has potentially corrupted him, or is beginning to. Too much power. Little does he know that with great power comes great responsibility. Whitey said that's going to look good around my waist. We're voting on pins. Lesnar's getting the pin on this. So Locksteady does have a chance. It's a tag style 1-on-3. So it's not technically 3-on-1 in the ring, but it is still a 3-on-1. He has to overcome the odds here. Right now, he's starting off really well, controlling Braun Strowman, which is something I don't think I've ever seen before. However, the size difference between these two, I haven't seen this much of a size difference since Braun Strowman wrestled with Nicholas. Taunting, the arrogance and cockiness in a 1-on-3. I don't know if I would let Braun rest. Yeah, see, that was mistake number one here. You awoken the beast. One of the many in this match. This is not good. Reversal, nice little fireman's carry there. Knee to the back of the head. I'm actually a bit surprised here in the dominance that we're seeing. Nice hold with some elbows to the face. Wearing down that arm. Reversal from Ronda with another fireman's carry. Whipping him around like a rag doll. Will we see a tag though? We see our first tag. Brock Lesnar's entered this match. Not so silent, getting some rest here. I think this was his plan all along, just to watch the two powerhouses rip him apart. And I could only imagine that Not So Silent Bob will get tagged in at the very last moment to score a pinfall. If we see that, we see a true change in character for him here. Very heelish. It was a shocking move, that's what Chat said.
Oh my god. Dad jokes coming down.
Yeah, Chat said it first, I can't take credit for it. Oh man. He is just waiting. Reversal though, somehow Rocksteady is just fighting through this. He's not giving up. Wearing down his arm now. Denied there, shoved right to the ground. Big right. Big slam here. He's got to be hurt. The ref is down though. This is not good. Oh no. Powerbomb. Ow. I truly don't think we're going to have a triple threat tonight. He might be in the hospital. Oh, Suplex City. Can we get a count going? It's 3. That's not good. Another big right. Oh, he reverses out of that suplex attempt. He's still going. Resilient as ever. We have a recliner here. Is he going to tap? Could you imagine? He's still getting up though after all this. This is not good. Reverses out of that. It looked like he was trying to go for an F5. Rocksteady going for a form of his own. Is he going to give his own move to him? Wow. A variant of it. Putting him out to the middle of the ring. Is Rocksteady going to win this? 2 count. Wow. Yes, gotta love reversals. I'm a bit shocked by a lot of this that's going on here. It's just back and forth. Another suplex. Oh, we're at 4 at least. Into the turnbuckle. Oh, we're switching back in. We got Braun coming back in. Not so Silent Bob wanting nothing of this match. Only to have the best seat in the house for this beating. Just trying to hold on. Got a feel Friday. What? Ow, big slam. Is it over? Kicks out at 2. He will not stay down. This might be the end. Braun gearing up. Oh, it's over. Big power slam. Right in the middle of the ring into a pin. It's over. Yeah. This is not shaping up well for Rocksteady in the main event tonight. So hopefully you got your votes in there. Make sure you're keeping track of how many you've got right so far. If you want to go ahead and give an update, whoever's tracking that in the chat. So that was nice of Not So Silent Bob's buddies to show up for a one-off here in NAW. Hopefully we won't see these monsters back in here because I don't think anyone would survive against them. But that's a team right there, a force to be reckoned with. So, not so Silent Bob got some rest. It's a good thing he did, because coming up next after this promo, he'll be defending the DNA title. One of his 2 title defenses tonight. Rob, you don't get a bonus point for getting the specific winner right. I mean, worth a valiant effort an attempt to get bonus points, but no. Alright, let's hear what our other debuting superstar has to say. So we got Fluff the Stuff here. That sounded really weird. Why did I say that?
That was just legit, man.
Well, Aiden Fluff. But never mind, I'm not gonna divulge into that on stream. There's a lot that's been building up for a long time now, and it's time to get it all out in the open. I've put myself out there for all of you every night, and I've done it with a smile. It's time for me to start looking out for number 1. You can sit around and spend your whole life waiting for your shot, or you can just man up and take it. And that's what I'm doing. I'm tired of waiting around for my opportunity. Tired of letting every chance in NAW slip away. This guy's a fluffer. I didn't say he was a fluffer. There are 5 matches every week on the main show, Rob. Fluff the stuff, not buff the stuff. I hear about superstars who want to make a name for themselves. You haven't made a name for yourself in this business until you main evented WrestleMania. And at this year's show of shows, I'm going to make a name for myself. It's a long ways away. Everything I've ever wanted, I've managed to accumulate with little to no problems. Now I need to make a name for myself here in the NAW. I know I'll say, well, every day I will grow closer to becoming the face of this company. So the crowds are behind him. So we've had 2 debuts tonight. Could we see both of those 2 that debuted in the main event of the biggest show of the year months from now? Time will tell. That did sound like the Rock's music. Thought for a second we were going to get a surprise appearance. So now, the 10-man Royal Rumble for the DNA title. Let's see who drew number 1 and number 2. Here are your 10 participants. Make your votes. So submit your votes, everybody. Rob says he'll be first eliminated. I mean, that's if you're the first entrant. It's a Royal Rumble, not a Battle Royal. So this is 2 people start, and then every 90 seconds someone joins the match. The way you eliminate someone is over the top rope and both feet must touch the floor. So let's get started. Who drew number 1? So for some reason, we traveled to a different arena for this match. So between matches, they had to hop on a bus and go over to this one. So make sure you have your votes in here by the time the second person enters. Because once someone gets eliminated, your vote is null and void. Number one entrant. Debut here. Patrick making his NAW debut. We got votes for Not So Son Bob, vote for Raven Knight. You get a match off here, Rob. You're lucky. And I mean, block steady. So some say luck is not on the side of the first entrant of a Rumble. We've seen in other organizations where that's not entirely true. You just... I thought you were going to fall into the camera. Surprise appearance from you, just falling past it.
I scared the crap out of me.
And you're a soft fly.
I thought it was a spider.
All right, number two. Who is it? Who is it? It is I.
Triple H should have had disguise.
Gravity Well has arrived. He's not been doing well though since starting here in NAW. Will this be his time?
With an American flag on the back of your jacket.
Yeah.
America, baby.
America. Did we lose Brett? I'm not sure. So I don't know about you, but one of my favorite matches of the year actually is the Royal Rumble match. I do enjoy seeing 30 different people over the course of an hour and some change slowly eliminate each other with the sole person standing. This year was even more special because we got to see two. Three technically if you count the greatest one, which that's in quotes. But the two I speak of is the men's and first ever women's. They both were amazing. Did I get a haircut? No, I did not get a haircut. I just have it all slicked back. Right off the bat, we start off with a pile driver. That is not a good debut for Patrick. Not a great way to start. Big suplex. And we're 10 seconds away from our second entrant here. Raven Knight coming in at number 3 of 10. So dominating right now is indeed Gravity Well. However, Patrick stopping that. Now those two could potentially team up here and try to take Gravity Well out. That could be the smart plan. However, we have our fourth entrant, Brett Curtis, coming on down. The later in this rumble, the better odds you have of being a fresher opponent. Big Hurricane Rana. So we're seeing his in-ring debut here, and truly his first move right off the bat, just shining. He's going to be someone to... oh, just kidding. A big belly-to-belly, though. But showman he is, though, here. Counting down, we have our 5th entrant of 10. Oh, gotcha. Nope. So we have Rob coming in at number 5 here. Yeah, the reason it's probably not sticking out, it's wet. So it's not doing a Bozo the Clown. I took a shower. Surprise! D-Whitey's back. Welcome back. Raven, nobody at number 6 here. So we're flying right through this. No one has been eliminated yet, though. There's 6 people in this ring. It's filling up fast. Counting down to our 7th entrant. Mikey at number 7. Again, this is for the DNA Championship title. No one eliminated. Counting down to our 8th entrant. And yes, they indeed are 10. 8 of 10 here, entering right now. Not So Silent Bob entering at number 8. As a defending champion, that's a good spot. Could be better, but that's a good spot to be entering here. Fresher than 7 other of his opponents. And that, my friends, is simple math. Going right for Gravity Well, who is, of course, entrant number 2 here. People pairing off. The champ, the defending champ, is in a precarious position, and he has been eliminated. Not So Silent Bob is out. We have a new champion coming. Patrick has been eliminated. 2 people out so far. 3 people. Nope. He held on. So we have a new champion. Who will it be, though? Gravity Well holding on for dear life. Raven comes back in. Mikey throwing rights, though. Rob showing his strength with a big slam in the middle of the ring. Brett showcasing his high kicks there. I didn't even know you could kick up high. That looks like it's painful. So exhaustion is going to start to set in. However, our 9th of 10 entrants is about to make their way down. We have Phoenix entering at number 9. 1 spot left. Big belly to belly there. And again, I remind you, the defending champion was quickly eliminated. So he has already lost his belt. So we are guaranteed to have a brand new champion. Who's it going to be? D-Whitey says with some in sync, it's going to be me. Oh snap. fight in the corner here. Brett's holding on for dear life. Double team action. We're counting down to our final entrant in this 10-man Royal Rumble, the DNA Championship title here. 2 have been eliminated. Once they make their way, Aiden Fluff, the other debuting superstar tonight. Patrick already eliminated his premiere. And we have Brett holding on here. Rob pushing. He held on though. Aiden making his way in. All the remaining people are in this match. One of these 8 men will walk out the DNA champion. Who will it be? Oh, Aiden. Short appearance here in his debut. Already out, unfortunately. We have 7 remaining. Big clothesline and gravity well is out. We have 6. Rob in the corner. Big slam from Mikey. Phoenix heading over to Brett. Mikey stopping that. Looks like we might have a team forming. However, it looks like Mikey just wants to inflict the damage on the rookie here. Quick eliminations. With Raven in the corner. In a very precarious position. And he is out with another elimination. 5. Mike is out. We have 4. 4 men remain for the DNA title. Look at Jobber Rob go. Rob Reynolds says. Rob is facing elimination. He holds on for dear life though. Brett is pushing. He holds on. Will Rob walk out the DNA champion? Brett with kicks. Huge size difference here. Rob being one of our smaller talents, but being in the Final Four, that has not shown any matter here. Phoenix on the ropes. Raven on the ropes. Facing elimination. Is he going to go over? Rob is face down on the mat though. Phoenix is tired. Exhaustion is truly set in. The war of attrition is indeed the Rumble. Rob eliminated Phoenix. We are down to 3 men. Brett on the ropes. He's fighting. Big elbow to reverse and stop the elimination here. However, Raven's taking over. We're going to have a double team. I feel like I see this often when there are 3 left, and immediately turning on him. That didn't last long. Can't trust anybody these days. Fireman's carry. Rob rolled to the side to rest. Probably a smart move. Let these 2 fight it out. Wow. Why do you? With the insults. Big moves. Raven's the only one standing here. Just kidding, Brett back up, but reversal and down. Rob is back up. Not going after Brett, going after the exhausted Raven. Big kicks in the midsection, the chest. Oh, reversal. Probably not the smartest move. Oh, big kicks. tearing down Rob. Big reversal though. Big implant. Raven up, exhausted. Going immediately after Rob. Big back slam. Oh, I thought he was just going to scoop him up and dump him outside the ring. Not the case here. However, Brett is looking exhausted. Can he survive? Big reversal. We have blood. This is no longer TVPG. We are TV-14. Raven is busted open. Reversal though. Belly to belly slam. Rob just incredibly fatigued, barely able to pull himself up. Big slam here. Big sweep. Whitey says he has a high chance of winning this. This is anyone's game at this point, I feel. Exhaustion is setting in for everyone. Brett in a bad spot. This is not looking good for him. Let's see if his debut. Oh, he held on. However, Raven is still pushing. Can he hold on? He holds on. And Brett has been busted open. We have 2 people bleeding in this match. Oh, big knee to the gut. Rob has no clue where he's at anymore. Completely exhausted. However, he's still trying. Brett finding his way back up. Why do you keep watching, man? It's pumping it. Jesus. And Raven holding on for dear life. We could have a team up. They're working together. This is not going to end well. He reverses it. Somehow, some way, he holds on, even with a double team. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 3 people completely exhausted left in this match. Who's going home? The DNA champion. Into the corner. Not a good spot to be. Reversal though. Reversal. Back and forth. Rob taunting. Feeling very confident now. Possibly recovered. Trying to throw him up over the side. I don't know if that's the best way to eliminate someone. Rob not even helping. He's just waiting. And Brett has been eliminated. We are down to 2 individuals, one of which will go home with the DNA championship. Rob was indeed resting and waiting. Carrying him right over to the ropes. Are we going to see an elimination here? Will Rob walk out the DNA champion? Oh, he is on, holding on for dear life. Reversal. But Brett, you had a good run. Definitely a great debut here. Big implant DDT. Raven is down. Big moves. Wasting all your energy and strength though. Just defeating your opponent here. The idea though is to get him up and over. Can he do it? Oh, so close. Raven holds on. And he reverses out of it yet again. And Rob is our DNA champion, outlasting 9 others. Good showing here. From calling himself the jobber to champion all in one match. Even being insulted, being called a dwarf. Well, he is the lord of this ring. Congratulations, your new DNA champion. He's so exhausted he thinks he's going to WrestleMania. Congratulations. I do feel though that Brett has earned a future shot though. Coming up next, we have a tag team tables match. So buckle up because the women here are about to get hardcore. Used for many different programs. Not that kind of promoter. So make sure you get your votes in here. Pick the winner, you get a point. Pick the loser, you get nothing. Most points at the end of the show. You get to choose the main event for the next one. Dennis Smaller says, "We got this, Andrea."
We better, girlfriend.
There's a little sibling rivalry and a women's champion in this match. And Sarah, I changed your outfit per your request. She didn't like the green Sami Zayn. She's got a unicorn now. Small Bria. That's your tag team.
I like it.
So we have, of course, the arrogant one, Andrea. Thinking it's a fashion show. Spending more time on her wardrobe than worrying about the match ahead. And yeah, you need a new tagline. You can't be Jobber Rob if you're the champ. That is true. Just know the chase for the title is somewhat easier sometimes than it is defending it. So the long road ahead is going to be tough if you wish to stay at the top. And of course, her tag team partner here with the new outfit featuring unicorns, or a unicorn. She yells at the fans and then smiles at them. Rob says he's the new Mikey Whipwreck. Could be. Went from building rings to champion. All right, and their opponents. We have sibling rivalry here. What do you think your strengths and weaknesses are going to be here, Andrea, facing your sister? You know all of her tricks, huh? Well, it's going to be your weakness. She knows all yours? Yeah. You don't have any weakness. And the arrogant one, as always. No weakness. Fork laser.
Fork laser?
Clean Strowman. Fork laser. Fork. Fork and Mindy. Any drinks? I'm back. Is that your tagline or nickname now? Rob says badge kick. Is that going with strengths and weaknesses? I don't know. Anyways, your NAW Women's Champion here, the Kate, making her entrance, the final entrant in this tag team tables match. She captured the belt on episode 1, the pilot or premiere episode of NAW Wrestling. This, of course, is episode 2. There's no title or belt on the line in this match. This is just a straightforward tag team tables. So, in total, only 2 of the 4 championships are on the line tonight. The infamous one, Brett Curtis, is his tag, he says. I feel he's going to be making a run at Rob's newly acquired belt. The 2 dominant ones here on the opposing teams are opposing each other. We have the Kate and kind of smallish, basically destroying the siblings. However, they're on different teams. It almost looks like they should be a team together and not the siblings. And now we have a face-off against them. Amanda showing her dominance, though, over Andrea. So it's been pretty back and forth. I can't pick a favorite for this one, although as on commentary, I shouldn't be picking favorites. Should remain unbiased here. So yes, first one through a table loses in this one. Get your votes in ASAP. This should be in already if you wish to have them count. Dominance right now with Amanda and the Kate. Big head scissor takedown. Big sweep in the middle of the ring. So much back and forth here. The crowd is just booing. They're not pleased with this one. I think it's more so the arrogant one, Andrew, is getting booed. I don't like you. Kind of smallish grabbing the table, throwing it into the ring. The object here is to put your opponent through it. That's how you win this match. Can they do it? Rob says it's hard to live up to my beautiful match. So we have a table set up here. Amanda setting it up. However, Andrea throwing Amanda into it. Is she going to go for a win here already? She does. And they pick up the win. Look, kind of smallish, celebrating on the outside, knowing the sound of a breaking table was not her teammate, but her opponent. Andrea giving Amanda some wood tonight. How do you feel after that victory?
Fantastic.
You heard it. Fantastic. Didn't see that coming, J-Rim says. Rob says giggity. So some high five action. These two worked out well as a team. Bit of a reluctant surprise. I didn't see the arrogant one as a team player.
Great teammate.
So it looks like we're going to hear from Not So Silent Bob. It's been an interesting night for him. He started off really well, basically destroying Block Steady. However, I think he was focusing too much on that and not actually surviving the Royal Rumble, because ultimately he lost one of his 2 belts. We're about to head into the main event after this. Does he lose both of them tonight? Or does he walk out still the NAW champion? So let's hear what he has to say first, though. So, anyone have point totals? Any updates? We're about to head into the last match. There's nowhere safe these days, and a superstar has to watch his back. And when he can't, he needs someone watching it for him. That's why I'm calling Raven Knight out here now. Uh-oh. Is he calling him out? Or calling him out to have his back? He answered the call. This could get interesting. Not so silent, obviously. Oh, alliance time. Kevin with 3. Rob with 3, Brett with 2, Sarah with 1. Interesting. So we could have basically have a tie then. So it all comes down to the final match here. So, oh damn, a tag team formation. Are we seeing it here? Kind of surprised to hear from you, but I gotta say that I'm interested in hearing you out. So let's get on with it. What have you got to say? Okay. I think that you and I complement each other well. We're like chocolate and peanut butter. Apart, whatever, we're fine, great even. Together though, together. We could be amazing, so let's make this happen. Let's form a tag team. This is what I was worried about earlier, what I was mentioning, an alliance. This could be the unstoppable force and the immovable object. I'm sure you think a tag team is a great idea, it might be, but I'm still not sure if you're in it for just yourself. And then sooner or later, you're going to turn on me. Yikes. Could he be seeing right through his motives? All right, yes, that's great. High five. Come on, don't leave me hanging. It's not official until we do a high five. Come on, just do it, just once. No? No high five? All right, that's cool. We ain't doing this alone. We want the universe behind us. Think about it. With me, him, and all of you, they could finally be great again. Crowd's kind of buying into this. I don't know. I think they're more so worried about what could happen here. So we don't know. Are they forming an alliance? Are we seeing a tag team in the making? I guess we'll probably find out more in the weeks to come. Because that kind of left us wondering. For all the others on the roster, that's not a good thing. So we're heading into our main event. Get your votes in. Triple threat. In a steel cage for the NAW Championship. Miller Time, you'll be sorely disappointed if that does become a stable and that's not the name. Miller Time. Yeah, stable means you have more than two. A tag team is just two. And I feel the tag team should be called Silent Night. Anybody? So the participants in this match are Eric the Dead, Lock Steady, and Not So Silent and Bob. Get your votes in now. Because it's time for the NAW Championship in a steel cage. Who's edging next? And that's pretty one. Silent Night, we only wrestle during the holiday season. Official Martin B. Hey, just followed you. Can you follow me back? So close to 620 followers. Eric for the win. I was working on something, so I kind of thought he said you and me and him, and plus a third person. That could be. And if anyone's logged in as the Dustin Nerd Acumen channel, whether it be Rob or Eric right now, if you want to follow that guy back, he followed us. I'm not logged in right now other than through the streaming app. So yeah, thanks for the follow though. Yeah, Silent Night, I like that as a tag team name. A lot of potential there. So I don't know if it's just me, but Locksteady doesn't look healthy. Doesn't look like he wants to be in this ring here. Awesome, thanks Rob. And Rob's voting for himself. So it's all dependent on Locksteady's pick here and Not So Silent Bob's. If they pick the same, they tie, and they both get to choose. Well, ultimately, those two should just be the main event against each other, I think, if they tie. One half of the tag team champs from episode 1. We have Eric the Dead. Ken Smallish voting for Locksteady. This would be his third match of the evening. He was in the first backstage brawl, the handicap, and then this one. The other two matches were the 10-man rumble and the women's tag. So 5 total tonight. Must say, those are some fugly tag belts. You see that thing? There it is. Pick is Eric, alright. Has Locksteady voted yet? We need a vote from him. Here's your reigning, defending champion. So now it's on that Bob voted for himself. So, okay. So this could get really interesting. So there's guaranteed to be, well, that's not true. If Eric wins this, both are wrong and we have a tie. That's the only way a tie is happening. D-Whitey says, I'm surprised that lasted so long in the Rumble. You definitely had a great debut showing, that's for sure. So I think a lot of the roster is going to be really concerned about matches against you. So the object here, potentially, depending on the rule set of a steel cage, they can vary. A lot of times it's the first one to escape. Other times it is escape, pinfall, or submission. So I'm curious to see what they're going to do here in this match. But a triple threat in a cage is never an easy match to, I guess, survive. I picked the guy in the black shirt. That's a solid choice. I think you're right. Y'all kind of are wearing jeans and black shirts. It's like the NWO or something. So surprisingly, Locksteady's looking still somewhat alive. Truly didn't think he'd be able to survive. We have a bit of a team up here going. It's probably smart. And immediately they're turning on each other. That didn't last long. So right now it's pretty evenly matched. Each person dealing their fair exchange of damage on one another. And we subtle team-ups between Eric the Dead and Locksteady, but it didn't last long. Each also having their moment to go up to the turnbuckle and taunt, which still hasn't fared well. And a big slam. Locksteady is down. Eric is down. Not So Silent Bob showcasing why he indeed is the champion. Well, it looks like we have an escape attempt, our first one here. I'm a bit surprised. I figured that Not So Silent Bob would be the one that would be delivering the most damage until no one could actually walk and then escaping. Maybe he's the chicken champ. Big leg drop. Locksteady is barely hanging on here. Exchange of taunts. Big move from Locksteady. Eric goes down. Locksteady going after Not So Silent Bob. He is tired and hurt. Oh, misses wildly with a hammer drop. This is bad. Locksteady's down after that one. Going for a pinfall here. An attempt was stopped by Eric the Dead. The two meet face to face now. Into the ropes. Drop toe hold. Guiding him along. Where is he taking him though? Reverse. We'll never find out. Big elbows to the midsection. Eric the Dead into the turnbuckle. Not So Silent Bob setting up a move here. Whipping him across the ring. Throws an arm wildly at nothing. Going for high risk. Taunt. Big fist. Right down into his face. Locksteady meeting the ropes on his neck. Not a good plan if you want to continue breathing. Not So Silent Bob going for the escape. Both men are down in the ring. He has time. Will he make it and retain his belt? Ladies and gentlemen, I believe he has retained his championship here. Not So Silent Bob, the reigning, defending champion of NAW. Wow. Crowd is speechless. I am speechless. Right. What an incredible night we've seen here. Not So Silent Bob. Definitely showcasing exactly why he is the champ and a force to be reckoned with. With that, Not So Silent Bob says silence for the champ. And this also means that you get to decide the next episode's main event. Any thoughts? Again, you can pick any match.
You have the most points of ones here?
Yeah,
What a lucky guy.
he's killing it. So you get to decide any match type, any opponents. It could be yourself, it could be somebody else. You can make Locksteady run the gauntlet again. You can make the tag team champions defend their belts against someone, maybe your new formed team. You could also go against Rob. V. Whitey is challenging you. You want to go against Brett next week, the guy that debuted tonight? He says Miller Time needs a shot at the tag belts.
That was her calling.
That's what he's calling it. Is that your final pick? Is that where you're going with? Because D. Whitey's calling you out. We'll switch over here. So, let's see. So he says, yeah, sorry, Brett, I'm greedy. He's going for the tag belts next week. They still have coffin matches. They do still do them. They did one actually about a month or so ago. That was the thing that happened. D-Whitey says everyone has their nightmares. Let's put it over here so it looks like I'm looking at the chat. Oh, somebody will mention something. Focus camera. Focus. Thank you. Rob wants the middleweight belt. Locksteady says got robbed again. Cruz Ace says you're back. You missed your debut tonight. You're in the Royal Rumble match. And you got bobbed, buddy. So I guess that's what's going to happen. Next week we're going to see Not So Silent Bob and his brother go against the tag team champions, Eric the Dead and Gravity Well, for the titles in the main event. So tune in for that. I'll put on our Facebook group when the next one is going to be, if it's not next Wednesday, if we do something before. If not, every Wednesday here is going to be NAW Wrestling. So Nerd Acumen Wrestling, NAW Wrestling, it's redundant. We'll go with it though. So NAW every Wednesday, 8:30 here on twitch.tv.doseofnerdacumen. Head on over to our Facebook group though to stay up to date with stuff that's happening, whether it's besides myself here streaming or us individually as other games we play. And then every Thursday, the weekly dosage, when we all come together as a group, we have a variety of stuff that we do. Tomorrow we'll be talking about the year 1992. So I want to thank everyone for coming and check us out. For those that followed us again tonight, thank you. We'll follow you back. Truly appreciate it. And for those that voted and that did well, congratulations again. Kevin, killing it, man. For not being a wrestling fan, you really should be. Maybe not, though. You'll probably be bored because you already know what's going to happen. So, yeah, Nerd Acumen Wrestling, Nerd Acumen Wednesdays. It's a mouthful. That's what she said. So, thank you all again. And until next time, keep wrestling.